bow ba da bow ba ding a ding ding a bang a bang bang a ding a ding ding. Oh, hi there. Sorry, I was just thinking about a good werewolf movie I saw one time that was set in London. But the werewolf movie I'm spoiler free reviewing for you today isn't in London. It's in Oregon, actually. And, we know Oregon, it's the land of legal drugs of any kind, ancient hippies, Antifa, and bloodthirsty wolfmen. So plan your trip today.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
Hello, happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to this latest episode of Movies Merica Live. And yes, actually, we have a Sunday where we actually do have a Movies Merica Live show. Unlike last week. Yeah, I bitched out a little bit last week there. I was down with the sickness there. I was sick as a dog, so I couldn't do a show. But man, did I miss you guys. All right, I definitely missed all of you here today. And definitely, I certainly missed my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. You guys know who you are out there. But even if you aren't one of those or in one of those two categories, well, nothing should stop you. That should still not stop you from getting in the live chat during this show today because unlike most movie review shows on YouTube, this one is live. Yes, you're looking live at Movies Merica Live, as Brent Musburger back in the day would have said right there. And so you can live chat with me on Rumble and YouTube. Okay, so get in there and be an active participant in this show, not a passive participant. All right, because anybody could do that. Any basic person can just sit here and just blah blah blah, listen to me like yep, all do all that right there. But you can get activated. You can participate. You can get the lines of communication going between you and me here about today, Wolfman, okay? Or any werewolf movie, okay? If you want to get a live chat and you are a big fan of An American Werewolf in London or The Howling or Silver Bullet or that Benicio del Toro movie, The Wolfman, back in 2010, like any werewolf movie or hell, any horror movie that you're a fan of. Yeah, let me know in the live chat. The live chat is your opportunity to live chat with me, and then my opportunity to hear from you as well. So there you go. I wasn't trying to make it sound like, you should be so honored that you get to live chat with this guy right here. Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to go down that road. Right there, not at all. Okay, so there you go. But so let's get into some Wolfman, shall we? Okay, that's what you guys are here. And so this is a movie directed by Leigh Whannell. And you guys probably know him from directing the movie Upgrade back in 2018. That was with Logan Marshall Green. And so not a whole lot of other recognizable names in Upgrade. I think it's on Netflix or Prime right now. It's definitely worth checking out. It's like a low budget movie, but it doesn't look low budget. It's a very, very good futuristic action movie. Again, it's called Upgrade. And then Leigh Whannell, the director of Wolfman, also back in 2020, it was his last movie, did a fantastic movie called The Invisible Man. And so he's been down this Universal Monster Universe road before. This is not his first Universal Monster Universe rodeo or anything like that. Okay, he settled up for this back in 2020 with The Invisible Man, which is a fantastic movie. And now he's doing the Universal Monster Universe thing again with Wolfman. And this stars Christopher Abbott as Blake and then Julia Garner as Charlotte, and then Mathilda Firth as their daughter Ginger. And so Julia Garner is Charlotte. That's Blake's wife. And then, of course, then Ginger is Blake and Charlotte's daughter in this. And so a little bit about the plot. I don't want to give too much away. I'm not, I'm not trying to be that guy, right? That gives away the plot right there, to where then you have to plot my death, and put my picture up on a dartboard, and I ain't trying to be all about that right there. So, but the basic plot is we've got Blake, and he grew up in the remote wilderness in Oregon with his dad. His dad's like very aggressively overprotective about him, always trying to keep him safe and keep him close and all that. And then we flash forward 30 years, and we see, Blake and Charlotte and Ginger, their daughter, they're in San Francisco. And Blake gets a letter declaring his dad legally dead because his dad's been missing. His dad went into the woods one time and never came back, and he's been gone so long. They just declared him legally dead. Okay. And so as part of getting that, that notice that his dad's legally dead, well, his dad had that old farmhouse, the childhood home of Blake that we saw in the beginning of the movie, or that you see in the beginning of the movie there. And so he's got to pack up all his dad's stuff out of the old farmhouse. And so he travels up with Charlotte and Ginger up to the old farmhouse in Oregon, and they get into a car accident there, or not a car accident, but they're up there, they're rolling up there in a moving truck, and they swerve off the road to get in an accident. And I'm not giving anything away about this movie, okay, because this is all in the trailer for this movie right here. So yeah, if you're sitting here and you're listening to this and you're like,
no, God, please, no, no,
you're ruining the movie, Van, you're giving everything away, no, I am not giving anything away, okay, whatsoever, okay. This is all in the trailer. So they get in this accident with the moving truck, and they're soon made aware that, hey, there is a mysterious, sinister figure that has accompanied them, okay, or was there in the woods with them. And this thing, it ain't their buddy. It ain't no friend, okay? And so soon they find themselves, they're having to haul ass to his farmhouse to get inside and keep themselves safe from the Wolfman. Yeah, the Wolfman Jack, baby, playing your favorite 50s hits, okay? Well, no, not that Wolfman, okay? No, not that one right there. And if you're under the age of 50, you probably have no idea who Wolfman Jack is. So, yeah, really good, reference for me to use right here. Very current reference.
She's gone from suck to blow.
Yeah, that describes this show right now. Now that I made a Wolfman Jack reference. But so they're in the house. The Wolfman's trying to get them, and Blake got scratched by the Wolfman when they were still at the scene of the accident right there. So now they got a Wolfman outside, and they got Blake transforming into something dark inside the house. And so they've got a threat on the outside of the house and a threat on the inside of the house there. And so that's the plot of the movie, essentially. Obviously, there's a whole lot of stuff that happens that I'm not going to go into. I'm not going to try to ruin it. Do I want to be the spoiler? Or do I not want to be the spoiler of this movie?
Yeah,
I don't want to be that guy. So I'm not going to spoil the plot to this movie for you. Okay, so there's plenty of other reasons I'm the bad guy. That is not going to be one of them right there. Okay, not going to do it. And so, yeah, and there's really, you'll see when you're watching this movie that it was really not too much of a plot to this movie whatsoever. But there's a lot more to say about this movie here. Really with this movie, it has a promising start. It creates this foreboding, creepy atmosphere about the remote Oregon wilderness near Blake's childhood home that they're trapped in, and it does all that. It creates that creepy, foreboding atmosphere with this very tense sequence where young Blake, okay, and his dad, they're out hunting, and they have this dangerous encounter with something mysterious. Okay, ooh, what could it be? All right. And this sequence shows how aggressively protective Blake's dad is with him, like I was talking about before. And it hints at his dad, Grady. His dad's name is Grady. It hints at his dad, like losing loved ones in his life before, like whether it was fellow soldiers, because it's portrayed like you see a tattoo on his dad's arm. It's like a military tattoo. I think it was basically. I think if I had to guess, I'd say he was in the army or something like that. So either he had some fellow soldiers, lose their lives around him, or it's Blake's mom, or something like that, or both. You never know. We're never told anything like that. We're never told why Blake's father is this possessive and this much of a helicopter pilot there. And then the way it portrayed Blake first as a kid and then as an adult to make you care about him at least a little bit was intriguing. I thought that was a good idea that they did in the movie. As soon as that hunting sequence at the beginning that builds up that foreboding, dangerous atmosphere, the movie really steadily goes downhill from there. So the movie cuts to 30 years later after that hunting sequence there where Blake is a little kid. So the movie after that, it cuts like to 30 years later, and we see Blake is now a husband and a father in San Francisco, okay? Which, if you compare it to where he grew up at in remote Oregon, the remote wilderness of Oregon, to now in San Francisco, it makes one wonder, did he upgrade or downgrade where he lives? I don't know. It's an honest question. It's an honest question right there. It's worth an honest debate. Okay, but I do have to say though, I mean, this movie does realistically portray San Francisco with it showing, homeless crackheads, just crawling all over the place, including one homeless crackhead that spooks Ginger, his daughter, and then Blake has to step in, because understandably, right, as a dad, you've got his daughter Ginger, and she's like up on these like plastic construction barriers walking around up there. And Blake's like, Ginger, get down from there, because the barriers are like right by, downtown San Francisco traffic. So, of course, he's like worried about Ginger falling off and get schmucked by a car, right? And then eventually she does step down from the barrier, jumps down, and runs smack dab into one of these San Francisco so again, homeless crackheads. There you go. And the homeless crackhead like shouts some curse words at her, like it's all psycho with her and whatnot. And then Blake has to grab his daughter and whatnot. So basically, like pretty much your average childhood experience with all the homeless crackheads that are wandering around San Francisco and that kind of thing. And so Blake, in that instance, they show him he loses his temper, right there, just kind of understandably, like what like a parent would do, right? Like say you're in the parking lot of a grocery store, right? And you tell your daughter to stand right by you, and then she starts wandering off, and then at the last, right in time, you see your daughter, she's walking out, and all of a sudden she almost gets hit by a car backing up or something like that, right? And you grab her, in the nick of time before she gets schmucked by this car backing out. They're not watching where they're going, obviously. And you grab your daughter and you like aggressively like, what are you doing? I told you to stay right back. It's aggressively, understandably aggressive like that, because you're trying to communicate to your daughter. You have to watch where you're at. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to do what I tell you. You have to do what you're told. Otherwise, you could end up dying like you almost did. So Blake is kind of like that in that situation with his daughter. So would I call that overly aggressive parenting? No, I don't. What, do you want your kid to die? Okay, so now Blake and then Charlotte, they are portrayed as a husband and wife that have a strained marriage for some reason. That's another thing we never find out about in this movie, is we never find out why is their marriage strained, right? And Blake realizes that their marriage is strained, and in an attempt to save it, he proposes to Charlotte that he's going to take her to Tahiti to sit in the sun. Just kidding. He doesn't do that whatsoever. He proposes what no man should propose if he's actually trying to save his marriage, asking his wife to travel into the remote wilderness to help pack up a bunch of stuff from some old-ass house. Oh, yeah. Much better than mojitos on the beach at Tahiti. Oh, yeah, it's like that. So no one ever said Blake's character in this movie was very smart, okay? And instead of doing the smart thing and calling a divorce lawyer at that moment, Charlotte agrees to go. And the rest of the movie is just events reminding her that it would have been better for her to hang out with the homeless crackheads in San Francisco than to go up to Werewolfville, Oregon. Okay, so that's she definitely made the wrong decision in that case right there. So, all right, let me do this here real quick and let you guys know about something that you guys should check out, a location or a website that you should definitely check out, and that is our tdpn.locals.com. And as you see it right up there, right above me right there, you got tdpn.locals.com. And right now, if you have an inquiring mind, you should be asking yourself, if you don't know already, what is tdpn.locals.com? Well, I shall tell you. So TDPN, that stands for Till Death Podcast Network. And that is our website where we have all kinds of great, merch, articles and blogs and videos all about movies and entertainment. And we got cocktail recipes. We got politics talk in there. Talk about hot button sizzling topics of the day. All of that stuff right there at tdpn.locals.com. Now, you may be asking yourself, like, well, I can just fire up Yahoo, or I can just fire up a number of different websites to get all that stuff. But you are not going to get that kind of subject matter in anywhere else in the way that we have it on tdpn.locals.com, okay? And as you see right now down below, we are sweetening the deal to entice you, all right, to come to tdpn.locals.com. And if you put in promo code TDPN right now, when you go there to the website, you are going to get 1 month free membership. Yes. I mean, can you beat free? Well, actually, I guess you can. If we paid you to go to the website, I guess that would be better than free. But free is still pretty good. All right. Zero cost to you. Still pretty good. So get there and become a VIP member, okay, an all-access member to tdpn.locals.com. I get that 1 month free right there. Now, when that 1 month of free VIP access is over with, and it will go fast, then after that, it's just a measly $3 minimum to keep your VIP access, okay? So if you want to keep on, living it up in the VIP tdpn.locals.com lounge, you're like sitting up in the balcony in the VIP section, and you're getting, bottle service and the hot waitresses are, serving you up Cristal, and everybody down on the dance floor is looking up at you, with jealousy in their heart, envious eyes. And then you can look down at that and go, you're not one of the tdpn.locals.com VIPs. And I am. Suck it. All right. So there you go. So if you want to, be that shallow person, then by all means, you can definitely do that for just a minimum of $3 a month from there. Okay. So do it. Don't wait. Okay. Don't hesitate. Get it done right there. And real quick, while I'm thinking about it, if you would just punch that like button right on down there. Okay. Just drop kick that like button there. That would be fantastic. If you're not liking this episode, don't do it. All right. I don't like charity. But if you are somewhat liking the episode, please go ahead and hit that like button down there. And then if you haven't already, go ahead and just drop kick that follow or subscribe button down there on whatever platform you're watching this episode on. All right. And then while you're down there pressing buttons like a madman, go and click that notification bell down there as well if you haven't already. And that will do exactly what it sounds like. It'll notify you with a ding, 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 when there's a piping hot, fresh episode of Movies Merica just waiting for you to sink your teeth in Wolfman style. Okay, there you go. And then if you happen not to be watching live, like I'm sure a lot of people right now are watching live. I'm sure millions are watching the show live right now. If you're not one of those people, though, have no fear. We can still communicate with each other. Okay, you can still let me know what you think of Wolfman, what you think of the show, and the way you do that is down in the comments section down below. Okay, definitely do that. I want to hear from you. Even if you're not watching live and you're watching this 8 years from now, well, first off, hello, future. Hello there, viewer, in 8 years. Good to see you. Thanks for watching there. And you can comment to me right there. That would be fantastic. All right. But again, if you're watching me live right now, you can live chat with me right now in Rumble or YouTube. And let me know. Hey, have you seen Wolfman? Now, if you haven't seen Wolfman, you can still live chat with me to let me know, like, what's your favorite werewolf movie is, all right? Is it The Howling, Silver Bullet, An American Werewolf in London? What is your favorite werewolf movie? Get in the live chat right now and let me know right now, okay? Very easy, all right? Or if you don't know, just give me a thumbs up in the live chat. That's easy enough, right? Even I can do that, so very easy. All right, we got more Wolfman to go through right now here. We've got plenty to say, or I've got plenty to say right there. And I could see that Leigh Whannell, the director, he was going for something different with his Wolfman tale. Instead of making the Wolfman thing like a family curse, like you typically see, like with that Lon Chaney Jr., Bela Lugosi Wolfman, back in 1941, or the Benicio del Toro, Anthony Hopkins Wolfman movie that came out back in 2010. That was still all about like the family curse with the Talbot family and all that stuff. But in this one, Leigh Whannell, he likes to make his movies a little bit more grounded and earthbound, so to speak. Okay. And so he decided to make it a virus that you can contract instead of it being a family curse causing you to turn into a werewolf. And so in this case, he made it about a virus that you can contract from just a scratch from the Wolfman. He's trying to make it a little bit more realistic. And, a virus certainly is more, intriguing now in a post-COVID pandemic world. Now, if you've ever seen a werewolf movie before, you know right away when after Blake gets scratched right there, you pretty much know right away. Blake, sorry, dude, you're a goner, okay? But first, before he's a goner, he'll have to suffer through an extreme werewolf makeover. All right, yeah. And this plot tactic is sort of interesting because we've gotten to know a little bit about Blake. So it makes his suffering through this, sadder, basically. It just makes it a sadder than normal thing here, because that's one thing this movie does do a good job with, is it does get us to know Blake a little bit, because like I said, at the beginning of the movie, you see Blake as a little kid out there hunting with his father and going through a horrifying experience. And then now we're seeing for most of the movie, Blake, in his late 30s, 40s or whatever. Okay. So we're getting to know him and how he interacts with his daughter and his wife and all that. So because they did that, it makes his suffering through this transformation a sadder than normal thing. He's made protecting his daughter his number one priority. You kind of remember, like back in the day, Ford said, quality is job one right here. Well, in this movie, protecting his daughter is Blake's job one, right? And now he finds himself transforming into something where he won't be able to control whether he does harm to his daughter or not. So the whole time you see him in this movie, he's suffering from this transformation. At least I was picturing in his mind, I was imagining what he's thinking in his mind. Like, he's like, God, I'm slowly losing control. I'm not, pretty soon, my daughter is standing right there, and I'm not going to be able to control whether or not I rip her to shreds or not. I'm turning into this thing and where I can't accomplish what I want to do, which is to protect my daughter. So he's going through that, in addition to, I'm sure he's suffering physically big time as well. So if he had just come up to the house alone, his family wouldn't be in his danger, okay? Now, me personally, I wouldn't have been emotionally impacted if Charlotte, his wife, had fallen at the paws of a Wolfman, because Julia Garner was just miscast here. I mean, I've just never liked anything that Julia Garner has done after she played Ruth very well, I might add. She played Ruth very well, very adeptly. Is adeptly a word? I don't know. Let me know in the live chat. Is adeptly a word? But Julia Garner, she played Ruth very well in the fantastic series Ozark on Netflix. If you've never seen Ozark on Netflix, well, check it out. It's a my God, that series is so good. It's right up there with Breaking Bad, to be honest with you, right there. So that's high praise. And Julia Garner as Ruth was pretty good on it, but she's never been good, at least according to this guy, in anything else since then. And then to add insult to injury, now she's going to be she's going to be the new Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic Four. So I don't know. In Wolfman, she gives a yawn-inducing performance, right? I mean, your insomnia will definitely be cured by her performance. Her performance to me is just awkward and stilted. Okay. Now, then we have Christopher Abbott as Blake, and he's pretty good in this, even though his character is pretty dumb. When you just weigh everything in this movie, his character is pretty dumb. And then he and Charlotte, I mean, they both have to do stupid things to move the plot along, like a bunch of brainless co-eds in a Friday the 13th movie. Okay. Remember the brainless co-eds, in Friday the 13th movie, they'd be like, hey, let's split up. You guys go to the basement and we'll go upstairs, and, or hey, honey, let's go have sex in a hammock over here. While this kill crazy bloodthirsty murderer is running around with a machete. Let's get it on, right? Like making stupid decisions like that just to move the plot along right there. And so that's why, and that's what Blake and Charlotte do some of in this movie. Now, to be honest, I'd have to give the Best Actor Oscar for just this movie to that old farmhouse, the house that Blake grew up in. The way that Leigh Whannell, again, the director, films the house with the shadows and the old construction, because this house looks like it was built like in the early 20th century at the latest, right? And so just, what he does with the shadows and the old construction of this old-ass house and the design and how the rooms are adorned, the house is made to be creepy, very creepy, okay? So if you see this old farmhouse property on Zillow, be smart and move right along. So just ignore that listing right there. Okay, so I'm doing you a solid. I'm trying to look out for you right there. Okay, so and if that offends you,
be offended.
Yeah. So, but I can't see how that would offend you. I'm trying to help you out right there, to be perfectly honest, right there. All right. So right now, to be honest with you guys, or just in full disclosure, I would normally be doing a brew review time segment right now, but I am in the middle of this fitness regimen thing right now where you can't have any alcohol. So obviously, last time I checked, beer is alcohol, right? And I'm not going to do a constant review of O'Doul's or some near beer or anything like that. Not going to do that. So for the next 2+ months, I'm not going to be doing a brew review time during this show, but it will return there. And so hopefully the shows in the meantime won't
Crash and burn, huh, Mav?
Yeah, let's not have it do that right there. So hopefully you can have some patience with moi over here and not bow out because I'm not doing a brew review time right there. So, but what I can tell you guys, though, what I can do for you is I can turn you on to some fantastic Movies Merica merch to make it up to you. Yeah, so I am doing you a solid. I'm turning you on to some great Movies Merica merch, like the T-shirt you see up there on the top left. And we've got Movies Merica shot glasses and phone cases and yoga pants and transmissions. Well, maybe not transmissions right there, or transitions, or okay, not that either, but but a lot of stuff. All right, pint glasses, what have you? I mean, maybe a Movies Merica dartboard, that kind of thing. And we're making it very easy for you to get the merch right there, because we've got the merch link down in the description down there. So just look down there. Oh, there it is. Okay. And look for the merch description or merch link in the description down below. And then we're sweetening the deal even more on the merch right there by letting you or giving you the opportunity to put in promo code MOVIES, and you're going to get free shipping on your Movies America merch. Now, word of the wise, when you click on the merch link, you might not see the Movies America stuff right away. You might have to do a little scrolling down, let's just scroll down, and then eventually you will find it there. Now, something could have changed. They might have it up at the very tippy top of the webpage now. If that's the case, sweet, awesome right there. Makes it that much easier for you, all right? But, yeah, get yourself some Movies America merch. Do people give people gifts for I guess for Valentine's Day? Yeah, there you go. Of course people give gifts for Valentine's Day. I was trying to think of, like, the next holiday right there. Well, Martin Luther King Jr. Day is tomorrow. Typically, people don't give gifts for MLK Day, but Valentine's Day is coming up here. So nothing says "I love you, honey" more than a Movies America T-shirt. All right, so now if I'm wrong about that, well, it won't be me paying the price; it'll be you right there. So I have nothing to lose with recommending that to you right there. As I try to stifle back a burp right there. Don't you hate that? You're trying to talk right there, and you ate something earlier, and you're trying to stifle a burp while you're trying to talk right there. Very embarrassing. But that's inside baseball right there. That's very boring stuff right there. And but yeah, get yourself some Movies America merch, everybody. Yeah, do it. All right, it's time for some more Wolfman. Yeah, you thought I was done with the Wolfman? No. I've got some random thoughts about Wolfman. And the special makeup effects in Wolfman were good. They were good. I mean, they were pretty much all practical and, not the ass CGI effects we saw, in that Thing prequel. Remember The Thing from 1982, Kurt Russell, Wilford Brimley, The Thing movie, right? Well, they made a prequel to The Thing like back in 2010 or something like that, and they used CGI effects then, and it looked like total ass right there. But not in Wolfman. Most, if not all, of the makeup effects were practical in Wolfman. So that's a feather in its cap right there. Unfortunately, though, for Wolfman, the werewolf transformation special makeup effects bar was set insurmountably high by a couple of movies almost 44 years ago. An American Werewolf in London, you may have heard of that movie, by makeup effects artist Rick Baker. And then The Howling, which you might have also heard of, by makeup effects artist Rob Bottin. They're the ones who set that bar so high back then. Again, that was in the year 1981. Okay, there, and so those transformation scenes are the werewolf transformation scenes, of which every werewolf movie since then are judged against. They're the litmus test right there. So, and does Wolfman live up to those, those transformation scenes? No. Now, they're not bad. I mean, like the transformation scenes in Wolfman, they're all at night, okay? And the big one is that Blake, he runs outside, and that's his most drastic part of his werewolf transformation takes place there. So he's it's outside, it's during the nighttime. And that nighttime transformation scene, it did kind of remind me of the awesome nighttime transformation scenes that we saw in Cat People back in 1982, where the main character in Cat People transformed from a woman into a Black Panther there. So, and Cat People, that's a movie that not nearly enough people have seen right there. That's a creepy horror thriller from 1982. And don't be afraid that it came out in 1982. Sure, when you watch it, you'll be like, oh, this is clearly made in 1982. But that is the quality of the movie and the horror and the suspense and the great performances will totally make you forget the fact that you're watching a movie from 1982. And again, that transformation scene where you have this woman and she's grotesquely transforming from a woman into a Black Panther. Chef's kiss as far as transformation scenes go right there. But Wolfman has a nighttime transformation scene. Not quite as good, though, there. Another random thought I had about this movie is the sound design was a key feature in Wolfman. You know, whether it was growling from the Wolfman or something sinister stomping around, it really added something to the creepiness. Now, ultimately, it wasn't enough to save this movie, but it's worth mentioning, all right? Also, the movie score by Benjamin Wallfish, it has some good points. And just a little trivia, Benjamin Wallfish, he also scored Whannell's last movie, The Invisible Man, that I told you about earlier. But, yeah, none of those things are enough to make this movie, like, good enough to see in the theater right there, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, so those are just a couple of random thoughts that I had there about Wolfman, yes. But also, real quick here, I want to let you guys know about a fantastic sponsor that we have for the show here, and that is Flip City Magazine. And I'm going to tell you what Flip City Magazine is, because probably most people don't know what Flip City Magazine is. So remember Mad Magazine and Cracked Magazine? You know, a couple of magazines that, you know, a couple of comedy magazines, right? A couple of magazines where you can flip it open and count on getting a couple of giggles, right? If not, you know, some good old hearty belly laughs, right? Okay, I remember all kinds of times where I'm sitting on the porcelain throne reading my Mad Magazine and cracking up. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, man. Oh, boy. Can we rewind? Because I can't believe I said that out loud. But anyway, so when I used to read Mad Magazine sitting on my couch, and, you know, I'd see Alfred E. Newman doing crazy stuff, and, you know, they'd have parodies of, of movies at the time, that kind of thing. It cracked me up. I was laughing my butt off at Mad Magazine. Well, something happened with Mad Magazine and Cracked, okay? So as you would imagine with, like, you know, comedy magazines like that, funny magazines like that, a lot of the writers, if not all of them, are raging leftist, okay? So, you know, with 2016 and the election of, you know, Trump there, that broke all their brains. And so they decided, you know what, hey, you know, it's our duty, you know, with us being writers of a funny magazine, to start turning more into political writers. And they decided to change from cracking you up to teaching you how to live a good woke life, young man. All right, this is how you live a good woke life. And they weren't really concerned about making you laugh anymore. So a worthy successor was sorely needed. And so Flip City drew the sword out of the stone, and now Flip City has Comedy Excalibur in their hands right there. And so instead of hearing about Flip City from me, let's talk and let's hear about it from them directly.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
All right, everybody. So we are going to make it very easy for you to get Flip City now that you saw that, and I'm sure you are drooling at the first opportunity to get your hands on some Flip City right there. And so the way we're making it very, very easy for you is you just have to click on the Flip City link in the description down below. Again, you just got to look down there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Look down there for the Flip City link in the description. And then that'll get you all subscribed to Flip City. And don't forget to put the promo code MOVIES in, and you're going to get 10% off that order of the best non-woke comic around right there. So get it done. And hey, let your family and friends know and turn them on to Flip City as well. Okay, maybe let them borrow your copy. I've got a copy right here as well. Got Flip City right there. Look at that. Sweet. Guardians of the Galaxy, James Corbett, Across the Spider-Verse is some stuff that they're going over in this particular episode right there. And so you look at the gleam and the shine of that right there. Get the lighting going on. Ooh, nice. There you go. Like a freshly waxed pacer. There you go. And great artwork right there. And gonna flip through there. Got Woke World right there, so I'm sure they're having some fun at the Woke World's expense right there, because they're very easy to make fun of. They're very, very easy to mock. They have no idea, but they're very, very easy to mock right there because they think they're unmockable. No. I got some good artwork right there as well, so good stuff right there. Flip City Magazine, get your hands on that. And that's a great thing is you can get your hands on it. It's great to have something like this that you can hold in your fingertips right there. So absolutely. So, but you can't have this one. This is mine. All right. So yeah, no, my brother, you got to get your own. All right. And all you older people know what that's a reference to right there. So Flip City Magazine, get your hands on it. No. All right. So, what should we talk about next here? Oh, you know what I should do is I should remind you that we have the Movies Merica spoiler warning show coming up this Thursday night. And I'll be going all over Wolfman, but with spoilers, okay? That's why the show is called Movies Merica Spoiler Warning, okay? Because today in this show, I'm honestly trying not to spoil anything right there. Pardon me. Little beer burp or a little burp there. I don't know why I called it a beer burp. I haven't had a beer. But yeah, I'll be going over Wolfman more in depth than in this episode because I'll be talking spoilers and really doing more of a deep dive into it. And again, that's another opportunity for you and I to talk to each other through the live chat there this Thursday night on that show. And that show comes on at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, and 4 Pacific on Rumble and YouTube. Those are two platforms where you can watch it live. You can watch like the recording of it on X after that as well. But yeah, I definitely want to see you guys there. I want you guys to check it out. And if you know of anybody that you even remotely suspects likes movies at all, go ahead and throw them the link to that show that episode coming up, or the join link for that show coming up here on Thursday right there. Or, hey, just send them the link to my show or to my pages there for them to take a look at right there. One place you could send them to here, you just go to solo.to/moviesmerica. Okay, so again, that's solo.to/moviesmerica. And just save that as a favorite, save that as a bookmark, and send that over to them. And that has all my links to all my episodes, my past episodes, all of that stuff, all my links to my X page, my Instagram, my Gab, my Rumble, all that stuff right there. Just send that to anybody that you even remotely likes movies. There you go. So say that 10 times real fast right there. But again, Movies Merica spoiler warning this Thursday night right there. And hey, we got Beyond Formal. Look at that. All right. He's classing up the joint here on the show right there. Okay, he's suited and booted with his tux right there, Beyond Formal. Good to see you. Hey, right back at you there. And we got I'm Sean Cavs. And hey, guys, how you doing? Let me rephrase. I don't know why I made him sound like a gay guy. Hey, guys. There we go. There we go. Much more manly right there for my good buddy, I'm Sean Cav. And you know what? Do yourself a solid. Look up Beyond Formal and look up I'm Sean Cav on Rumble. Okay? And you're going to see that they have great content of their own. They have great shows of their own. Okay, so go ahead and check them out because I'm not the only game in town, as far as shows go. Oh, far from it. All right, these guys are bringing the rain too. All right, Beyond Formal and I'm Sean Cav. Check it out. They're on Rumble. All right, but thanks guys for joining the show and checking it out. It means a lot right there. And maybe we'll see my man Lindy Rig in here as well. I wouldn't blame him because this is a little inside baseball, a little how the sausage is made. But he had a show last night, and I always try to support my fellow showrunners, so to speak, right there. He had a show last night at 8:00 my time. I even set a reminder to check out the show, and I just completely spaced off the show. I totally forgot. And then today I had one of those, oh shit, like one of those moments right there, like crap, I forgot to watch the show right there. So, but that happens. That happens right there. That's life, right? There you go. All right, we got more Wolfman to talk about here, and this is the part where I let you guys know: is this movie a woke after school special? Okay, because I always like to warn people away from movies that have woke in it, right there, because nothing makes a movie more annoying than someone using their movie as a chance to lecture you right there, okay? So is Wolfman a woke after school special? Not at all. There was no scene where a bunch of girl boss werewolves all form a semicircle and pronounce wolf women do it better, but in high heels. All right, nothing like that. All right, no gender swapped wolves or Julia Garner shown beating the crap out of some dude who outweighs her by 100 pounds and is a foot taller than her. I do have to shake Wolfman's paw for keeping this woke free. So all that to say is, yeah, this is not a woke after school special. Not at all. You're good to go. You're safe to proceed. I'm giving you the woke free guarantee there. So, all right. And what do we got here? Oh, yeah, there you go. I'm Sean Gale watching the Eagles and Movies Merica right there. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that my viewership today live, was probably going to be pretty damn low because not only do we have NFL playoff football today, so, hey, try beating that, Van. All right, so NFL playoff football. And we've got like all the Trump inauguration festivities going on right now, and I was betting that when people are making that decision, like okay, NFL playoff football, Trump inauguration festivities, or Van's Movies America show, I was going to lose out on that one. Okay, I was definitely going to lose out on that one. Oh, nice. I think my show froze up right here. That's fantastic. Oh, yeah, there we go. What do we got going on here? Yeah, moving out here. Oh, yeah, it's doing that thing here. Let's do this here. See if I can stop my cam and get it to stop freezing up. No. Stage. All right. Yeah, it's basically what it is. It's a thing with iOS. With the iOS, whenever I make a hand gesture, and sometimes it does this right here. So. And come on. Yeah, man. All right, let's do this. All right. Yeah, this is a cluster right here. There we go. Is that better? Okay. God, I gotta set myself a reminder No hand gestures, all right? Like, don't do a thumbs up or anything like that. And if you guys happen to know that, because you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen that before, where where you wave your hand or you do something, and all of a sudden like balloons pop out on the screen. It's like an Apple iOS thing. It's been happening for a while, and I've just been procrastinating and not bothering to check into how to get it to stop doing that there. I would hope that Apple has got their act together and got that to stop doing that. But anyway, enough about that. But I digest with that right there. All right. Well, in spite of those technical difficulties, if I have still earned a Rumble rant from you or a super chat from you, you can most certainly do that. Now, you may be asking yourself, like, what is a Rumble rant? What is a super chat? Well, those are ways that you can throw a little cashola my way, a little money my way, if you're appreciating what this guy's doing. See, I got to stop doing the hand gestures. See how I did it again right there. But anyway, so if you're on Rumble and you want to give me a Rumble rant for $1 or $2 or $3 or whatever, all you have to do is down by where you type in your live chat message there, just click on the button with a $sign on it, and it'll ask you how much you want to throw my way as far as a Rumble rant, $1, $2, $5, $10, whatever. Then you can definitely do that. That's all there is to it. And then if you're on the YouTube or the Tube of Views and you want to give me a super chat for $1 for a certain dollar amount, it's very similar, very, very, very much the same. Down by where you type in your live chat message, just click on the button with a $1 bill on it, and it'll ask you how much you want to donate, and that's it. Very easy, okay? Very, very easy there. So, but enough of me, trying to be all slick and beg for money from you there. So enough of that. I am done with that portion of the show right there. I'm sure a lot of you right now are going, thank God, my God, this guy's so sad right here with his begging for money. My God, just let it stop right there. Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yep, there you go. But my final thoughts on Wolfman, the Leigh Whannell directed movie, is this movie to me was a disappointment. Okay, I like all the movies that Leigh Whannell has done so far, with the exception, I know he did Insidious 3. I have not seen that from him, but I saw the movies that he did after that, Upgrade and The Invisible Man, and Upgrade and The Invisible Man, both fantastic movies, man. So awesome. So, God, this was such a letdown, man. Such a I sometimes still make that mistake of like getting my hopes up for a movie and thinking to myself like, ooh, this movie's going to be good. And then, you go to check out the movie and it just totally, it just pales in comparison to what your expectations were. And I still have to stop myself from doing that. And so I did that with Wolfman. I thought this was going to be fantastic. I mean, you got a werewolf show, a werewolf plot from Leigh Whannell, who has no problem with, making his movies gnarly and bloody and gory and all that stuff. Plenty of carnage candy in his movies. And just this one just missed the mark right there. So I can't give Leigh Whannell a high five with my paw on this Wolfman movie whatsoever. So this can wait for streaming. Just wait for it to come on streaming. It's good. Don't waste your hard-earned money going to the theaters. Don't drag the kids. Well, you should not be dragging the kids to a movie like Wolfman anyway there, okay? So, all right. Well, again, as I wrap up the show here, I want to thank everybody for checking out this show, particularly in light that there is NFL playoff football and the Trump inauguration festivities going on right now. So I appreciate people doing like what Sean said he was doing, and Beyond Formal as well, where they're multitasking. They're watching NFL playoff football and dipping into the show here as well. And also, if you are like busy with something and you can't watch the show or anything like that, feel free to do this. You can fire up the show. You can click the link to get the show fired up and then just mute it, okay? And then, go finish your ironing or your laundry or, hanging out with your kids and your family. Oh, God, if you were one of those people that want to make that a priority over watching this show, I don't know why. But if you want to do that, yeah, just mute it, and it still helps me out because it still counts as you watching the show while you're somewhere making biscuits or something like that. There you go. So, all right, enough about that as I wrap up the show here. But, yeah, so as I always say, people, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya.
Hey, everybody! Hey, don't leave yet, okay? I got the police after me, and I got just enough time to ask you to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you would. I'll be in handcuffs here pretty soon, anytime, okay? I got just enough time to ask you to also like these or watch these videos and like them as well, okay? All right? Hey, thanks for watching this video and the Till Death Podcast Network. I gotta go.